here's the deal. That if your wife has a bunch of friends that are getting divorced.
Oh, yeah, because they're on the campaign trail.
Or if they are divorced, and let's say you're in a somewhat happy marriage, that you just got to beware. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee, but if your wife is hanging out with a bunch of divorcees or women that are like going through divorce or getting ready to go through divorce, that sometimes that could rub off on your wife, and you don't want that to happen.
Okay, if you're a new divorcee, you're like a lot of times so happy and living your best life and out there meeting people and, like I said, just fixing yourself up. And so then the other woman says, "Oh my gosh, that looks like fun. She's having a great time now that she's divorced."
I think it's just the suggestion that if you're hanging out and you're in a friendship and that's all that's being talked about, that there's a certain aura or a certain energy, and is there a concern that that is then going to rub off on you?
Bitching about your ex.
Yeah.
Well, I think that goes both ways. I don't know that your wife wants you to hang out with a bunch of guys who are hanging out at divorce court.
No way.
Yeah, just to compare notes. Yeah, I decided to leave her one day when the noodles were cold.
Rox,
Wait, hold on.
Do you know any women that are in that situation? Do you know of any?
That was me.
Hold on a
When
minute.
I got divorced. I'm describing myself.
Hold on.
A recruiter.
I am describing you.
I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't trying to bring wreck any other friends' marriages or anything.
So in your first marriage, you were hanging out. Oh, wait a minute. Were you hanging out with other divorcees or?
No, what I'm saying
so
is.
So you were the one getting divorced,
yes,
and you were hanging out with friends
who were married.
And all they could hear was you talking about getting divorced.
Me doing a dance, trying to start a conga line because I was so happy that I was free.
And
no, I'm just kidding. I'm friends with my ex-husband.
Did that rub off, though, on any of your other friends? Did that precipitate? Did that start the dominoes falling?
No, it did not. But I can definitely say that they shouldn't have been out with me being my wing woman. I'm not saying I'm glad they were, but I could see why their husbands would be like, "Great, why do you want to hang out with Roxanne and go to happy hour with her on a Friday when you could be home with our family?" You know what I mean?
We have children.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. So I was just describing myself.
Do you think any of your friends got divorced because of you and seeing your life? And it's like, Roxanne ditched her husband. I'm ditching my guy.
Absolutely not.
So
no.
I'm trying to remember what my wife said. It's early. Let me see if I can call Michelle. Let me see if Michelle can say exactly what she's. Let me call Michelle up live. It is. I usually don't call her this early because she usually reads for hours after I go to bed. So I don't know if she's going to pick up.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
It's 7:31. It's your wake up call.
Yeah, good morning, Michelle.
What time's your flight?
I'm not on a plane today.
I'm kidding around. I'm pretending I'm the desk clerk at the hotel.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, I don't know if you're listening in the background because I always leave the radio on low. We've had a conversation about divorces, and what have you said about divorces and women having friends that are getting divorced and what effect that could have on a married couple?
Well, divorce can be like a cancer if you're not careful,
I'd explain.
It can spread. It has a tendency to spread.
So contagious like the Delta variant of COVID-19 is what you're saying?
No, I said like a cancer.
All right.
Like a fungus?
Not as quickly as the COVID.
Like a fungus among us?
Right.
All right.
So you're saying if you have divorced friends or friends in the divorce process, that it plants a seed with you, maybe, or the other person?
I think exactly what Roxanne said. Then you start thinking about it, or it starts looking a little more fun, or you start commiserating.
I think what Fester said is that it maybe subliminally plants a seed, and could that seed grow into a giant beanstalk like the Jack story?
Right, you start finding problems that aren't really there because your friend has the problems.
Right. You hear her complain about what she went through. Oh, am I?
All right.
Yeah.
So should I be on the lookout if you start hanging around with a bunch of divorced women, Michelle?
Yeah, where am I going to find a bunch of divorced women in the middle of a pandemic to go hang out?